Now, when it comes to his identity, Daniel 9:26 is incredibly important because the Antichrist is Roman, and he is the head of the restored Roman Empire at the end of the world. Daniel 9:26 says, "And after the 62 weeks, Messiah shall be cut off, but not for himself. And the people of the prince who is to come shall destroy the city and the sanctuary. The end of it shall be with the flood. Until the end of the war, desolations are determined." So this tells us that the prince of the people who destroy the sanctuary, that's the Romans in 70 AD. Daniel is writing this hundreds of years before the time of Christ. And at 70 AD, the Romans destroyed the sanctuary. And so the Antichrist will be Roman. He is the prince of the people who destroy the sanctuary. The end will be with the flood simply means a war. Until the end of the war, desolations are determined. So during that tribulation period, it's going to be brutal. There's going to be tons of desolations. Now we're getting some information. The Antichrist is Roman and the head of the restored Roman Empire. He is the last emperor. In fact, we could call him that. Now let's talk about what 666 reveals to us about the Antichrist. Revelation 13:18 says, "Here is wisdom. Let him who has understanding calculate the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. The number is 666. Now this is more information than we think. A lot of people are trying to identify the individual rather than the position that he's going to hold when he is revealed. In both Greek and Hebrew, there are numbers attached to each one of the letters. And it was a common practice in the ancient world to add up the numbers of the letters in your name, and that would be your number. This would be known during the time that the book of Revelation was written. And some have done the work on Nero. In fact, Dr. Bart Ehrman, a New Testament scholar, in his book, Heaven and Hell, gives the work that he did. That Caesar Neron in Greek adds up to 666. And in some manuscripts of the Bible, it's not 666, it's 616. So when you have manuscripts of Revelation that say 666 and some say 616, there could be a contradiction. But interestingly enough, Caesar Nero adds up to 616. Caesar Neron 666, Caesar Nero 616. Now here's the thing. Nero was dead by the time that this book was written. And Nero is the first emperor to persecute Christians. And so it is a type of Nero that is going to persecute the saints in the last days. Nero was a Roman emperor, and so will the Antichrist be the final Roman emperor. Nero was a particularly vile man. You remember he burned down Rome because the Senate wouldn't give him approval to rebuild it. So he burned it down so he could rebuild it. And the Antichrist is particularly vile as well. No wonder the Bible compares him to Nero. That is the understanding of 666 in the Bible. He will rise to power as the emperor in the revised Roman Empire. And those who see it, if they have wisdom, will be able to go, that is the Antichrist.